Hi everyone, it's Christina from Christina's Crafts, and I am going to show you how to make this cute home decor using Dollar Tree supplies. Okay, so not exactly 100% sure how this is going to go, but I have an idea. And it's to use these coasters and this box to basically make a vase to put flowers in. And with all the different coasters, you can turn it from side to side. All right, I have everything unwrapped. I'm going to take this little insert out of here because I'm not going to use that. And then I am going to get these two hopefully very centered and attached to my box here. So I'm actually going to use a little bit of E6000 because I really want this to stay, but I also want to keep crafting, so I'm going to use some hot glue on it too. I'm going to use the hot glue and I am going to try to center this onto my box right here. And hot glue it right there. So the issue that I'm coming into is once I have these on here, these right here aren't going to touch. So my plan is to try to build a little shimmy in there, maybe with some popsicle sticks, so that I can get them to stay on there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this coaster on this side, and then we're going to see what we can do to get the other ones to stick. Okay, so I kind of measured it out, and it looks like I'm going to need 2 popsicle sticks. I'm going to need the width of 4 of these to put on here to make the difference, and so that this will actually stick to the box. So I'm going to glue these together. I'm just going to use hot glue to glue the popsicle sticks together. I'm pretty sure they'll stay. Wood usually stays pretty good with hot glue. All right. And then I am going to glue the popsicle sticks to the coaster. But I want to use some E6000 on here. I'm going to have to go see if I have another 2 of E6000 because this is pretty low here. Just barely getting some out of here. All right, and then hot glue. And then I'm going to glue my popsicle sticks on here. All right, I got some of my E6000. I hate it when you just open a tube because it just loves to squish out. That's why I use the Q-tip to apply it, so I don't have to squeeze the E6000 tube because it just likes to flow right out of there once you squeeze it. So I am going to E6000, a little bit of glue, and then line this up. Now, even with the popsicle sticks in there, there is a little bit of a gap here. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. Okay, so I'm just going to stop right now, and this was not close. The 4 popsicle sticks in here was too much. I actually tore it apart and I took one out because there was just way too much play in there. It's still a little loose right here. It's like I almost should have probably put supports on both sides. So if you do decide to make this project, you're probably going to want to put it on both sides. I already have this one glued together. This one doesn't seem to be quite as bad. It's getting kind of flush. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this one on there. And yes, I was able to tear it apart. So you might want to consider using the E6000 in between the popsicle sticks here also. I mean, it was hard to pull apart. It was not like it was super easy to pull apart, but what I was going to do is I was going to put this hemp around the outside here to kind of cover the holes in. What I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stick it in here. I'm going to glue it and stick it right inside here. So I'm going to try... I really just want to kind of get some hot glue inside the crack here, but I don't want it to be all over the place, so let's see what happens. I'm just going to kind of stick that in there. And I'm hoping that's gonna help hold this together a little bit better. But I don't want it just in there, so I'm gonna stick it in there like that, and then I'm gonna actually put another piece over the top right here. So that one looks a little, so yeah, I'm actually gonna stick that like this, and then I'm gonna do that on all 4 sides. Okay, so this is what it looks like. All right, so I have my box all glued together now. So then the next thing that I think I'm gonna do is I painted these beads, and I'm actually gonna put little feet on the bottom all the way around. So I'm gonna get these beads hot glued. Well, probably E6000 and hot glued on there, but I already had those all set to go. So I'm gonna probably, I'm definitely gonna put E6000 and hot glue on there to get them to stay. But I didn't do the best job. My fingers are so dirty, I apologize. So I'm just gonna take some E6000 on the bottom and a little hot glue, and I'm just gonna stick them in all 4 corners. Okay, so I have my feet on there. I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to put this foam that I already have cut to size in there, but I'm just gonna glue it on the bottom just to make sure that it stays in there. So just a bunch of hot glue and then just press it down. So, and then I have these picks that I got from Dollar Tree. And basically what I'm gonna do, because I don't want these sticking up like too far in there, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I should cut them down a little bit. And I think I'm gonna cut them all separate and put them in there. So let's try this. I think if I just do them separate and kind of move them around, I think it's gonna look a lot better. Okay, so I cut them all apart, and now I'm just trying to put them in here, just trying to arrange them how I think they're gonna look good. I don't know, I'm thinking I might have to put the leaves down a little bit farther, but I also do have these picks here yet too, so let's see once I stick those in there. You know, if I'm doing one side, it's not so bad, but when I'm trying to make it so that you can turn it to each side, that's just seems to be a little bit more difficult. Then there's just one more thing that I'm gonna do, because I need to cover this up on the inside because that just does not look good. So I have some of this moss from Dollar Tree, and I'm just gonna stick it around on the inside of this. I really like the Spanish moss, but oh my gosh, does it make such a mess. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish filling this in here. All right, I have all the Spanish moss in here, and this is what my final project looks like. So you can basically turn it to any side you want. You probably, I guess, have to arrange the flowers a little bit if you want it on certain sides, but I think it turned out really cute. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you subscribe. I hope you get crafty and make your own stuff, and thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.